Hello parents, and welcome to first grade math with Miss Pat. Today what I would like to show you is how you can teach your child how to add 2 digits within 20 using an online manipulative called the online Unifix cubes. You know, today math is taught very differently than when you were in school or when I was in school, but don't worry because God has your back. I have been in education for over 20 years now. I have taught first grade math, I have taught sixth grade math, and I have ran my own nonprofit international organization where we provided education intervention for needy children in Northwest Haiti. Our organization was able to obtain a grant to build a non-classroom building, to provide a cistern for clean drinking water for the boys and girls. We distributed school supplies and uniforms, and also had a sewing school for adolescent females that could not read nor write. With that being said, let's go on and get into our lesson for today. Okay, parents, once you have actually clicked on the link that I have provided in the video, you will be brought to this particular page where you see we have all of these different types of online manipulatives that your child can actually use to learn different concepts of first grade math. Now, these particular online manipulatives are actually a representation of what we actually use in a regular first grade classroom. I have different videos on how to use these particular type of online manipulatives. And today what we are going to be using or focusing on today are the Unifix cubes. So you are going to come here and you are going to click here. You are going to be brought to this page. And over here we have our Unifix cubes. If you see, we have 10 different colors. And you can just move the cubes out like this. And you can separate them. You can keep them separated like this, or you can group them together. So let's say, for example, if I wanted to group this by a group of 5, I can just stack them on top of each other. And you see where I have 5 stacked on top of each other. Now, I can separate the cubes just by clicking like that, and that will separate them. Now, if you also notice, you see the little white arrow that's moving around. If I just kind of move my little pointer around the Unifix cubes, you'll see the arrow moving. So you can actually rotate the Unifix cubes. So let's say, for example, I can rotate them going this way. So it's turning them. And now I can just move them like such, and they can now be grouped by joining each other sideways. So that's another thing you can do. Now, this eraser, I can move my eraser over. Let's click on our eraser, and I can just erase a Unifix cube one at a time. Okay, now if I want to just clear my Unifix cubes off of my screen, I just come here and I hit this reset button. Now let's look at this particular example where we have 5 plus 3. Now your child has actually counted out 5 Unifix cubes on this side and 3 Unifix cubes on this side. Now one thing we teach is how to add by counting on. So when your child actually add these two, in addition is just combining the two numbers. So as opposed to starting all over and counting these 5, the child already knows that you have 5 here, so they actually start with 5. So they would just start with 5 and then count on. So this would be 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now let's look at our next example. Here we have 13 plus 7. Now parent, what you want to do is to get your child into habit of when they are counting more than 10 is actually to group the Unifix cubes by 10, because in first grade we learned place value and we also learn how to count by tens. So it's very important that they know that 10 ones equal a 10. So here we have a 10. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 7. So once again, we're going to count on. So we're going to start with 13 and then just count on. So we have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So therefore we know that 13 plus 7 equals 20. Let's look at our last example. In this particular case, we have 22 plus 7. Again, we are going to group our Unifix cubes by 10. So your child can now count by 10. That's 10, 20, 21, 22. 22 plus 7. So we're going to add by counting on. We're going to start with 22 and then count on until we get to the total. So we have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So therefore we know that 22 plus 7 equals 29. Parents, before we sign off today, I would like to leave you with this one word of inspiration. Always pray for your child, and prayer is just talking to God. Pray for their teachers. Pray for the administrators at the school. Pray for the school district, and pray that your child will be successful in all of their learning. Don't give up, but always pray. Always, we call that prayer without ceasing. Also, parents, if you would like for your child to actually see instructional video of today's lesson for students, please have your child to click on the link below. Also, if you would like for your child to be enrolled in one of my math classes, please click on the link below. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this for first grade math with Miss Pat.